Under the support of Rwanda-College Basic Education Human Capital Development Project Subcomponent 1.2, the University of Rwanda-College of Education in collaboration with the Rwanda Basic Education Board (REB) organized a workshop training of mathematics and set up primary teachers on e-learning and ICT integration in teaching and learning, mathematics and science, and scripted lessons. The training aimed to expose mathematics and science teachers to e-learning resources and ICT tools for innovative approach of teaching and learning STEM subjects, to enable STEM teachers access scripted lessons in the OneNote and training modules on e-learning platform. Lastly, to introduce STEM teachers on how to teach using scripted lessons. The training manual is the module 2 entitled E-Learning and ICT Integration in Teaching and Learning Mathematics and Science. It aims to enable teachers to explore a variety of available e-resources for their self-professional development to better support learners in achieving subject learning outcomes. For each aspect, teachers are briefly introduced to key concepts that they will apply with a suggested activity followed by a brief explanation.
When we say e-learning, first of all, understand that it is a system. Whenever we say system, understand three main things. Within the system, we have human being, yes, we have tools which are hardware, and we have software which are logical, which are not physical. Yeah. Understand that? Yeah. Whenever we say a system, try to understand those three main elements for a system. We have the human being, either teacher or students. We have resources, or tools, or equipments. We have computers, we have the routers like this, yes. So, and we have what is not visible, that you can't touch, which are the softwares, the internet connection, you can't touch it. You understand that? When they are combined, they make what we call a system of learning. So that system is what we call e-learning.
As explained by the facilitator, e-learning is a system based on formalized teaching, but with the help of electronic resources. While teaching can be based in or out of classrooms, the use of computers and the internet forms the major component of e-learning. He noted that beside the e-learning, there are other interrelated terms such as online learning, blended learning, hybrid learning, and distance learning. Trainees were briefed on the difference and the relationship between these concepts and navigated through the REB e-learning platform. It was interesting to note that almost all primary school books are available on the REB e-learning platform. Therefore, no teacher should again say that he or she does not have teaching resources. One of the problems teachers face in general is to get time for conducting formative assessment and a very timely feedback. However, teachers who participated in this training will no longer face this problem. This has been resolved by a useful tool known as Precurse. Precurse is an assessment tool made by a teacher who was looking for a quick and simple way to check students' understanding. This assessment tool allows teachers to collect on-the-spot formative assessment data without the need to have students use devices or paper and pencil. Teachers can use this tool with previous planning or on the go as needed.
Replicas, we say that it's a simple tool, but which is somehow powerful. It's powerful because it's touching on the mind of the students. It requires the learners to be concentrated. So it's attract the focus and the attention of the learner. Number two, it will help you teacher to collect. You understand the word to collect? To collect the feedbacks from the student. If you come to give a formative assessment, the students, they will not be asked to have computers, or to deal with any electronic means. You will give the questions, and only they will use those papers to choose what might be the right answer, and you will be able to record it on your machine by using a mobile phone. We will see how it works. Do you understand this definition? Is it clear to everybody? Huh? Yes. Thank you very much. So, by using this, look how the student will be looking like. So, can we all take our clickers like this? Let us do this. Okay. No matter the position that you have, but your students, when you will be using your clickers, you will ask your student, please, can you raise up your clickers? And they will stand with them like this. As you are doing, all of you, everybody has his own clicker. So as you can see on those clickers, they have letters and the numbers. Yes? So everybody is having his own number. In the same class, two students are not allowed to have the clickers with the same number. That's the instruction number one. We'll give you the soft copy of this so that even when you don't have those brought from Red, you can print on your own. Because this I'm printing this on my own, from my printer. You can print it. I'll give them those clickers. So you print them based on number of students that you have, and you distribute those clickers to your students. Yes? So, first of all, you will give a question. I have a sample question here. What is the part of the heart that receives blood from lungs? For those who are teaching biology, can you tell us the right answer? I'll give an example. Okay, listen, before we proceed. Your clickers, they have numbers and they have letters. Yes? Me as a teacher, I will ask you to read those questions, and I will ask you to choose what might be the right answer. And choosing the right answer, suppose you say, it is B or it is C. Okay, supposing I say it is C. I will take my clicker and I position it in such a way that the correct letter is on top. Do you understand that? Yes. You read the questions, you understand what might be the correct answer, then from this, you position your clicker in a position such a way that the right answer is on top. Yes. Are you together? Yes. Then the teacher, by using his phone, he will come doing like this. He take the image, take it like this. No, take it like this. Yes. Make sure that the right letter is on top. I will do this, I will do this. Quickly, and immediately, I will see the answers we make practice. You understand that? And if you are done with the first question, we'll go to the second one. The organism that is made by more than one cell is called what? I don't know. No. Don't answer. You ask yourself, and you take your clickers, you say, okay, it might be D or C. I don't know. It's up to you. So the correct letter will be positioned on top. And the teacher quickly will pass doing like this. Quickly, and I will see the answers for all students. Even the marks will be recorded automatically. You understand that? It's really engaging somehow. It might look like a game, but when we start making practice, you see that it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Some private schools are using this, and it really helps the learners to be focused. Yes, because if I give you this question, you have 1 minute to provide the right answer. Quickly, you don't speak to your neighbor, you don't turn right to check what he has chosen as the right answer. You position your Precurse like this. You are not allowed to turn right or left. No computers, no what. But immediately I will generate a report, a wonderful report like this. All students will come, what they have chosen as the correct answer, and you will see that you can even generate an Excel sheet of their grades. So, keep them down, then we ask ourselves, where should we start? Put them down. The first point, you see, this is the road. We are asking ourselves, do I start from this corner? Do I start from this corner? So, the question that we are asking ourselves is, how do we start? The point number one, let us go to our mobile phones. Let us take our mobile phones. Are we open to the internet? We have the wireless. Did you get yourself to wireless? No. Let us start by that point first. Okay. Let me share with you the key for wireless. So we have 2 modems, internet bundles. So the first exercise, check if your mobile phone, which is smartphone, has internet. That's number 1. Number 2, let us go to Play Store. Most of our mobile phones are using what we call Android as its operational system. Yes. So check where on your mobile phone is written Play Store. Have you all seen where is Play Store? Yes. So from now, hope nobody will go back to the road to ask for WhatsApp or whatever. Whatever software you want to install, you pass it through Play Store. Then from Play Store, you write Precurse. You go to your Play Store and you write the word Precurse. Simply Precurse. You are done. Listen, the next step is to go to our computers. Let us go to our computers. Let us go to our computers. Our mobile phones are aside. We have all created accounts on Precurse, and the Precurse are installed on our computers. Now, let us go back on our computers, because from our computer, we are able to create what we call classes. To be able to use the Precurse, we need account from your Play Store apps, and we come back on our mobile phones and we open this website, which is www.precurse.com. Do you see that? You write them in it, you open your browser. We have seen so many types of browsers. Yes. You can even write precurse.com immediately. Precurse. Then the page like this will come. Are you together? How many are there? Write precurse.com only. Leave www. It's not necessary for sure. Go to Precurse, and if we are all there, we can now proceed. We are from yes. We have already created the accounts on our mobile phones. The step number 2 is to log in on our computer to be able to manage our classes. So, and it will ask you, do you want to log in by using which way, which method? So I want to use Google. Yes? Then it will ask me which account you want to use. I know my Gmail account, which is on my mobile phone. Sign in. Sign in. Let us go to sign in. So we add the student like this. By default, they are ordered based on how you have been adding them. When you are done with adding the student into your class, you click on next. And the system will ask you, remember that everybody is having his own number. Get my point? Then it will ask me, do you want to order? Those numbers based on the figure that they have? You can change it. But meanwhile, let me do the card number. You make sure that the order of your student you have is related to the number of precurse that they have. So let me take my phone. Now I'm going to take my phone. Then I go to my precurse. If I go to my precurse, I will see that now among the class that I have e-learning. Let me do this. You make practice, okay? Let me go to precurse. Now I will no longer go to historical, but I search where it is located. I have e-learning. Then let me come here because I'm praying. Do you remember those students that we have? The students that I have in my Precurse class. Can you show me the right answer for this question? Let me look at this. Do we remember the student that we have in my class? Can we take your Precurse and show me the right answer? I don't have projectors. You work on this and do not turn your head. It means my student will sit and they will start showing like this. So me, with my phone, I have their names and their numbers in my phone. Yes? This is the practice that you're going to make to create a class, adding student, linking those numbers to them, adding a question, and correcting the answer. And you take only the image of the answers, and you are done, even without projectors. But later on, you will have to show the reports. So after this, let me show, you can reveal the answers to students. You say, the right answer should be like this for this question. You can even show the graph for those who have managed to do this well. But let me see how do we generate a report. But if you go to class report, you can see those who have chosen. It's not coming well. For this question, do you see? If I click to report, I will see that my student who have done this question on which I am. What do you want the question? Beatrice has got 50%. Among the two questions, she did 2. Elizabeth, Epiphany, but Eugene has got 100% because the position of his precurse was correct for both questions, the first and the second one. You understand that? We can even see others. We have Solange and Theopiste also, who have 100%. But Francois, for both precurse, the choice was wrong. That is
it. It was observed that teachers can use games to help learners improve or check their abilities in different topics, meaning mathematics, science, etc.
Actually, ICT games applied to education are games or web-based or desktop applications in which education is the primary goal, rather than entertainment. They are the games where the main goal is for education purpose, not for entertainment. Education ICT games develop a diverse range of cognitive skills, critical thinking, scientific reasoning, decision-making skills, etc.
From this training session, it was also interesting to learn about robotics in education. Participants learned that robotics technology can contribute to the teaching and learning of mathematics, science, and elementary technology in primary schools. The facilitator showcased how robots perform some tasks following a prior programming. According to him, robotics in education will boost learners' interest for making a discovery.
The robots are machines. This is a robot. Another example of robot is like these drones. They execute the program in the way you have put them inside. Suppose you want to move something, move forward. So you can move forward, just you can take the robot like this and tell it, move forward. But when you say move forward, you have to precise how many meters or how many, for this small robot, the unit is in millimeters. So now you can say, move forward, let's say 200 meters. You arrive there. But when you arrive there, what to do now? Turn let's say, turn right. It goes back. And now move forward again, 200 meters. And then turn right. Move forward again, 200 meters. And then turn right. Move forward again, 200 and so on. So to do that, this is what you are going to do. As long as you are seeing on the screen, I can just increase the size. Move forward 200 meters. Actually, I can even change because you can change. Instead of 200, you can put 400, you can put 800 meters, and so on. So you can change if it is millimeters or inches. But for us here in the country, we are using millimeters and meters and so on. Let's the robot. See the robot when you see it on the top. But if you want it in the way, once you open up your website, you can just hear about
You can program a VR robot to do many things. Every project begins with a when started block. There are many different blocks that you can use to program a robot. Let's add a few blocks to our project. Blocks can easily be stuck together, rearranged, and deleted. Need help with a block? Getting help is easy. Select a block to learn how it works. Another great place to learn different blocks and behaviors is from example projects. Once you are ready to try your project with the VR robot, you can select Playground. Then, select Start to run your project. When done coding, you can download a copy of your project by selecting Save to your device. To learn more about Xcode VR, take a look at the other tutorial videos. Have fun!
Okay. So anyway, it's just it was just to introduce to you. So when you open up your program, you will see something which is called when started. That's the first word you will see on the screen. When started. That's every program is starting by when started. But now suppose you want to move something, move forward. So you can move forward, just you can take the robot like this and tell it, move forward. But when you say move forward, you have to precise how many meters or how many, for this small robot, the unit is in millimeters. So now you can say, move forward, let's say 200 meters. You're right there. But when you arrive here, what to do now? Turn let's say turn right. It goes there. And now move forward again, 200 meters. And then turn right. Move forward again, 200 meters. And then turn right. Move forward again, 200 and so on. So to do that, this is what you are going to do. As long as you are seeing on the screen, I can just increase the size. Move forward 200 meters. Actually, I can even change because you can change. Instead of 200, you can put 400, you can put 800 meters, and so on. So you can change if it is millimeters or inches. But for us here in the country, we are using millimeters, centimeters, and so on. But because it is very full, because the screen will be moving in millimeters. And then you turn right. When you turn right, you bring the block of turning right. And you see turning right? You can turn right and then you indicate the number of degrees. 90 degrees, 30 degrees, and so it depends on what shape do you want to draw. And then, if you are satisfied, you close your program. The program is being stopped by stop driving. Then, if I say start, it will propose to me a certain background. You can choose among the background. You can choose any one you choose, but we have already a grid map. Let's the robot. See the robot when you see it on the top. But if you want it in the way it is like this, so you can use it. But people enjoy this view, which is almost flat. And then move the robot. So the robot is moving, even if it's counting the number of millimeters you have. So if you want to add more blocks, again, move forward again, and again turn right. Okay. So in the event you move forward, turn right for 200 meters, and then stop, isn't it? So you can see it has done a little bit because you have already put 200 meters and then 900. So you can again move forward, and then turn right for 90 degrees, move forward, and then turn right for 90 degrees. So I change again 400 meters, and then here 400 meters, and then we move, and then we let the robot go. You see the robot is going, turn right, it is moving, turn right again, down it is moving, and then turn right, and then it is moving. Remember, your task is to train future engineers and scientists. So those people who will be good engineers and scientists, you have to cultivate in them the curiosity. When I say curiosity, when you show them this one, they will be interested to know how does it work? How does it really work? And when they will touch, they will see. But that curiosity is the one we build on it to train good scientists in the future. And then, science, basic programming, you program, you fail. Because science, the advantage of it is that it is giving opportunity for students to fail. You make a program, you fail. But that's not the end. Because when you fail, you search the way of solving the problem. And then we are going to that competence of problem solving. So science, programming, it's a good combination to form, to reach to that competence of problem solving. Drive forward and then turn right. 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 So in programming, you will, if you want to repeat many things, you can use repeat word, and then the computer or the robot will understand. So finally, after doing this program, there is you can grab this program and then you put it on your robot, and then instead of watching it this virtual, and then this the one which will be.
Following the interview we had with some participants, the training will positively impact teaching and learning mathematics, science, and elementary technology in primary schools. Mrs. Isabel Wamahoro, a participant from Apase Kabusunzu, talking particularly about Precurse, said that they usually take the whole day or even more to correct the work given to students. Surprisingly, as she said, with Precurse it can take 5 minutes or less. Precurse will be extremely helpful to teachers, she said. Manase Rugamba, a set teacher at TGS Nzove Kanya sector, appreciated the new methodology of teaching and learning mathematics and science, which, according to him, using the projector, for instance, allows the teacher to have more time for assessing students. According to him also, the new methodology is more motivating, engaging students more than the old methodology. According to Mrs. Dushimimana Martin from GS Karambo Gakenke district, the training imparted them knowledge and skills which will help them improve teaching mathematics and science. She is confident in the use of ICT tools which will make learners more active. Thus, they will like learning mathematics and science more than before. Biakare Premier from GS Nganzo 1 Gakenke district is happy with the training package which will enable them to use innovative approach of teaching and learning mathematics and set subjects. He is also proud to have learned and made practice on the use of ICT materials, some of which existed in his school without knowing how to use them.
We had many available materials in the school, ICT materials. So they were there. We were not informed how to use them, how to run them. But nowadays, this time after this training, I think we will be confident to use those available materials.
With this 2-day workshop training, the module 2 was covered. Trainees will have to do compulsory assignments and submit them electronically. Upon completion of the whole program, successful candidates will be awarded a continuous professional development certificate in innovative teaching mathematics and science. NTIRANDEKURA Schadrac, Public Relations Officer, University of Rwanda College of Education.